Anyway, as I've said before, guys, when you rent, your life is a nightmare. I honestly don't care what how melodramatic that sounds to some people, but your life is a nightmare because you have no control over anything. And you try to have a home for yourself, or you call a home, you try to make a home, and continuously, you know, repeatedly, over and over again, time and time again, it gets ripped away from underneath you. It gets ripped from underneath you, sort of thing. And this has happened to me so many times throughout my life now, guys, since I've been renting, since my 20s into my mid 50s there now, over 30 years. I am beyond burnt out, guys. Tired of all the moves, tired of having property owners look down on me, neglect me, take me for granted, preach at me, talk down to me, dictate to me, the whole damn works of it, guys. I'm just so beyond tired of it. The amount of emotional and mental psychological abuse that I've gone through over the past 30 odd years for that one reason alone is beyond words, guys. I don't know, I feel like I'm probably scarred for the rest of my life, that I'll never be able to get to a point in my life where I can be truly happy and contented because of what this is after doing to me. And there's an interesting comparison of the two houses here now, guys. One of a newer one and an older one. And you see the color contrast there and so on. That the way people like to decorate their homes with all the interesting color combinations. We're kind of known for that here in Newfoundland, guys, or used to be anyway, out in bays and all that sort of stuff, like really wild color combinations on houses and that sort of thing. So I think I'm going to get a little warm here today, guys. Now I am walking up here, guys, and I am not 100% certain where this okay. If I keep walking, I think I'm going to come out to Kelsey Drive, the place I was trying to think of there a couple weeks ago when I was making my walking tour. I'm gonna get caught in this one. All right. So you see the houses along here. Not quite as busy as the other walk up Prince Philip Drive, but now if I can get as far as Kelsey Drive in the time I have a lot of time for myself here, guys, pretty grand. I'll end off close to where I think Kelsey Drive is going to be. Now what would make an even possibly more interesting video is if I were to do Kelsey Drive itself. It's not really a big shopping area. So here's an older home here for sale, all boarded up. Just some of that, what do we call, I think, soapbox look homes. Salt and pepper. Oh, there's a term for it, guys. I can't really remember now. We used to say it around the bays and that. Salt and pepper houses, soapbox houses, something like that anyway. And there's your more modern places. Quite sure what that is. I think that could be Memories Forever. I'm thinking it might be a pet cemetery thing, but I can't see it much there anyway. All the townhouses all along here, so all the way up. Yeah. So I don't really know how popular this walking tour video is going to be, but because where I'm not really showing you anything all that fantastic. But again, kind of a bit of a nice little, hopefully a nice little nature walk or semi-nature walk where you're seeing all the trees and the scenery and everything. I probably should be on the opposite side of the road, I suppose, the traffic facing me. You wouldn't believe how difficult it is just to hold up another little old shack there, guys, that someone owned at one time. Old sheds and everything, a property long since abandoned, I guess. How difficult it is holding up this this GoPro camera for the amount of time. I mean, it's not a big heavy thing there, guys, but I mean my arm gets tired so fast. So we're going 24 minutes now, guys. I'll go up to the 50 odd there like I normally do, and then I'll shut it off. So wherever this leads me to now in 50 odd minutes is where it will lead me to, and where I will have to end at the 50-minute mark or thereabouts. So yeah, I was the past several months actually really looking forward to the summer, because like I said, guys, I mean I don't know, like, we don't have super long winters anymore compared to what we used to have back throughout the 70s and 80s. I mean, when I was growing up, my dad now, growing up in the 30s and 40s, he used to say that the weather back then, there's the property, nice house up on the hill there, that the weather when he was growing up is very much the way it is now, in that they had short, very mild winters and halfway seasonable summers and so on, even back then. According to what he told me once anyway, when I was going on and on and on about the global warming and all that sort of thing, which I still believe is climate change or whatever, which I still believe is happening, despite all the naysayers and all the rest of it, the doubters. But anyway, all I know is that when I was growing up throughout the 70s and 80s, our winters would kick in roughly around the early part of here we go, some nice properties along here. Our winters would kick in early part of October. We would be getting snow